On what?
On what? I ain't you teaching me something, Miss Shirley.
Peroxide is awesome. I love peroxide. I put that on everything.
Oh, does he? He loves peroxide for your teeth, for wounds.
For wounds, if you
and
get a
stuff
cut.
like that.
Yeah. Oral care. It says it on the label.
She said it looked like we taking a prom pic. That's funny. I don't know why that made me laugh so much. It's the guacamole, dear.
Oh, well. More guacamole for you.
What's good for hot flashes?
It's hormonal.
She going through menopause. Now, look.
Menopause?
How old are you, Miss Patricia? Are you 45 and up? Because it pays to have menopause. Like, no. You can have menopause and not have symptoms.
You can.
You know what I mean? You don't have to go through the hot flashes and all that stuff, honey. I got some stuff for you, but some of this stuff I got to charge. We all trying to add to our family. It's like I'm joking, but yeah, I do charge for that. So if you're really serious about that, please email me. Ashford and Simpson.
Oh, gosh. It must be the hair.
Oh, my gosh. She said send it.
Because
my Lord.
Yeah, it's the hair and, yeah.
Y'all are true. I ain't never been comparing no Ashford and Simpson. How old are you, ma'am?
Yeah, that's old school.
How old are you?
Yeah.
You gotta be 50 and up. They're calling us some Ashford and Simpson. That's cute. Okay. Oh, 57? Okay. Oh, and you just going through menopause? That's awesome.
That's pretty good, yeah.
Are you just going through menopause or you still going through menopause? Because there's a difference. 57 years old, you're supposed to have been through it. But you know what? She's probably already been through menopause, but she's still having hot flashes. Let me ask you something. Are you married, ma'am? Because after a while, your husband will cause you to have hot flashes. He will stress the heck out of you. No, wait a minute. Why you do that? She said, "What's good for joint pain?"
Okay.
What kind of joint? What kind of joint pain?
Arthritis.
We use turmeric. Turmeric.
Yeah. And try some of this.
You married? Well, that's what I knew. That's where them hot flashes was coming from. That's where them hot flashes were coming from, honey. Honey, let's see. Do this. Do 2 tablespoons of this a day. 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar a day. Take 1 in the morning and 1 before you go to bed. And that should help with the hot flashes, okay? Anything else? You need a good stress reliever. I need you to fall back on that question. Because that's the only stress reliever there is, a man. That's the only thing, honey. Honey, if you got, I'm going to need you to fall back. She don't need to see your face. You already take. Honey, you need to get a man. That's the only stress reliever. I know a good man, a faithful man. Homegirl didn't say I need to work on stress. She said stress reliever. Well, I mean, I don't know nothing about that.
No, you got to solve the problem.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying.
Yeah. I guess he wants something to help deal with
it. It might make it worse, because if you do that stress reliever enough, you going to have a whole bunch of children that you really can't afford. I thought that was the best stress reliever.
So the answer is to reduce the stress. Just get rid of it if you can.
Yeah.
Just throw it out the window.
Yeah. Exercise. Yeah. That's why I said a man, because the thing about it is that activity you can basically... You can burn up to 3,000 calories. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you.
Go to the gym, ladies. Go to the gym.
Go to the gym and then go to your own jungle gym at home. I'm just saying, I'm keeping it real. These are grown women. I have to understand jungle gym. Okay. Jungle gym, your care away. But do it safely. It's serious. Honey, it is, look, there's an article on, I think, Pretty Girl Eats.
Pretty great. Huh?
That says there are 9 benefits to 9 benefits to physical activity. Okay? And one of them is stress relief. I'm being funny, but I'm being serious, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's something that activity does that causes a thing called oxytocin, which is the feel-good hormone. Once you have that circulating through your system, you're no longer stressed.
Yeah.
It only lasts for 10 minutes.
They actually say married couples live longer, don't they? Yeah.
Not now, dear.
Well, they
Not
said
now. It used to be back in the day.
That's what they said in the in the stats.
Is it married people?
Married people. They live
Happily
longer.
married.
Happily married people.
There's a difference.
There is a difference. Yeah.
Because everybody who's married is not happy.
No.
They're miserable.
Yeah.
And they die quick.
Yeah, but what happens when you get like 60 or 70 and you need somebody to help you?
Help you with what?
Just take care of yourself.
Take care of yourself as far as what?
You know, when you're 60 or 70, you guys...
By then, I hope you have some grown children that can help you.
To help take care of you, yeah.
Then you really need that stress reliever.
Yeah.
You have to be...
Yeah, because a lot of seniors take care of themselves, you know?
I'm not happily married.
No.
Maybe that's the problem.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's another show.
Yeah.
You're not happily married, or you're married and unhappy, or you're not happily married. Because that's two different things. Are you married at all, ma'am? Because I'm the wrong person to tell you that you ain't happy. You need to tell that person that you ain't happy, and y'all need to get it together.
And work it out,
You need to go to your happy.
Yeah.
Because happy is from within. See, I'm going to let y'all know, this is what Will Smith was talking about on his channel. Okay? He was saying, you cannot make somebody happy.
He did say
You
that.
have to get your own happiness from yourself. We were talking about this earlier. He said, I want to make you happy. Honey, you can't make me happy. I have to find that on... Excuse you, I can't make you happy either, sir. Can I? I can assist you with being happy.
Okay. See, I don't have the same philosophy.
Well,
I feel like the person that you're with can...
You can give your philosophy.
I feel like the person that you're with can help you to be happy.
I can help you, but I can't make you happy.
Oh, no.
When I first got with you, you were all about work and everything. You were like my granddad that raised me. Yeah. I said, no, sir. We're going to be family people. I understand that you want to make money, but I want my family. So what I did was I made him quit his job, which I should have never did. I was young. I did. I asked you to quit.
Well,
I'm letting you know that 15 years later, that was a bad decision. Because we've been broke ever since. We've been struggling. We've been trying to make it, and you have not made those ends. Honey, why didn't you tell me that job was paying you so much?
Well, see, what happened was there was a place that was offering me more money, but so I took that place instead of stability, a place that I'd been with for like a year. So I went to another place, and then when I got to that place, the people were terrible.
Right.
Yeah. And then I lost that place. And then I couldn't go back.
And I told you to quit, and I've been telling you to quit every job. And ever since then, we've been working together, and we may not make nearly as much money as we used to apart, but together was more important to me because that was my happy. He assisted me with that happy because I was not a money girl. I've never been a money girl, have I?
No.
I just want the man. I don't want the money. Alright, it assists. It does pay the bills, but that's it. It don't give you happiness.
Yeah.
You can buy a ring, but you can't buy happiness. You can't buy a faithful man.
No, you can't.
You're faithful. You're faithful to God, number one.
Yes. See, there's two morals of the story. If he's faithful to
God, he's going to be faithful to you.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes. Exactly. It comes first.
Girls know.
It comes first, yes.
Okay.
It's got to be internal, right? It's got to be internal. It's got to come from within. But there's two morals of this story,
They grew apart.
Oh.
We grew apart several times, especially when I started, have a seat.
Well, the seat is too low. I'll be all the way down there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, okay. All right, there's two morals of this story.
Are you sitting?
No.
Can you, I put my seat down so you can sit.
Let's see if this works. Okay.
Okay.
Is that better?
Oh, yeah, that's better. Go ahead.
Okay. There's two morals of this story. Number one is, possibly, this is what happened to me. I left one job that was comfortable and secure, and I just loved it, to go to something that I thought would be better, but it actually wasn't, and so I lost everything. So if a bird in the hand is worth two in the bush, right? That's one story, and one moral, right? And the second one is family first. Yeah. Love is more important than the money.
Unfortunately, since this new healthcare law, that is different now. Finances first.
Family second, right? Yeah.
Oh my goodness. You know, I was just so in love with being in love. We got married very, very young.
We did.
Very, very young. And I just wanted my man around me all the time because I was insecure. Every woman, every man, when you first get with someone, you're very, very insecure. It's very, very natural. If you're around each other and you start, and the insecurity comes from the unknown. Okay? The insecurity comes from the unknown. So my issue is I didn't know him well enough to be secure with him. Like, because we literally knew each other for a year. We were at home. I didn't want to live at home anymore. He didn't want to live at home anymore. We was like, let's get a place together. Somebody said, don't shack up. You need to get married. I'm like, okay. And that's what we did.
That was Mom.
That was
Yeah.
Why you mention her?
Because she did say that.
I thought it was Reverend Todd.
No, no. That was Mom.
Okay.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's our story. Any more questions? She said they've grown apart. So when you
That's
grow
probably
apart,
they spend too much time away from each other.
Oh yeah, that's probably what it is. You probably need to be. I hope she's still here.
that saying that absence makes the heart grow fonder. It's not true. You know, it'd be true if there weren't other people influencing each other's lives. You know.
But we've grown apart a little bit, right?
Hmm?
Haven't we grown apart a tad? Because I'm on my own little path. I'm trying to be like
but
this.
I'm in the health too.
But I'm not just on health. I'm talking about my zen. Like I'm getting.
I'm into fitness and yoga too.
I'm just talking about that. My brain is changing. Correct.
Oh yeah, she's going through hormones. So yeah, in that
no.
in that aspect, we are growing apart. Her hormones is just taking her far, far away.
Like Shrek?
Like,
no, I'm just
okay. Far away. Like
okay, he's in denial a little bit. He's in denial because the way we used to be when we were younger is not the way we are.
She's
now.
a grouch now.
I am not a grouch, and that's why I've changed my ways because I felt like I was pushing my husband away with my anger and with my many problems that I've had over the years due to my health. So I took all of my health issues that I have and I formulated into my show because, and I like to share it because I know it's a lot of people out here, a lot of women in specifics who are going through changes. And so the young lady who's saying that, you know, she's growing apart, and it's probably true. You're probably growing, your husband is probably growing, and you guys are not communicating. And I've always communicated with my husband. I used to say, I don't feel right. I know I'm not supposed to operate like this. I'm not supposed to jump off like this. I know something is wrong, and I wanted to change that. And my husband has helped me with that. Sir?
Thank you. See, the problem is working with in separate jobs is that you guys have separate experiences. And, you have separate experiences. And so you spend more time at work than you do at home. So you know the people at work more than you do at home a lot of times. That's the problem. I see.
Well, and we've worked apart before.
We have.
But one thing that I always did is when I used to work in a barbershop, and I always made sure my husband was there. And where he worked, I was always there. Like I would show my face.
She would come up, yeah.
And I think that is key to basically help with trust. The lady said about trust, you know. Trust is very hard to build. I don't know how this is turning into marriage counseling, but it's okay because we've been married for 15 years, so we kind of know. But trust is very hard to build, but very easy to taint and break down. So 10 years doesn't matter, 15 years, 20 years. It's people who have been married 30 years and don't trust each other. And it's because they didn't build the trust. Our trust did not just come on the day we said we're getting married. It just basically came on after years of being married, and I learned who he is. I mean, Toni Braxton can really, like, ride by nude on a horse. I mean, like, ride by and boom, boom, boom. And this man will not do anything. I know that because he's been tested. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he is just one person that I can just trust. He's, you know, you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm just keeping it real. Like, I know to trust him only because I've been around him and I know him. I just know someone could just walk by nude right now, and this man will put his head down and act like you don't see it, because you know the eyes is the first, you know, way of things getting into your brain and psyche. But yeah, that's the first thing. And I was like, man, and it was told to me, this man, you can trust him. You know, what I can't trust him to do is get on the computer and only work for 1 hour. I can't trust that. He is a workaholic.
I know.
That's what he is. He's addicted to work. I thank God he's not addicted to women and sex and all of that. Great. I'm so glad God did not give me that burden, because he already knew who his child is. I can hardly handle him looking at anyone else. So I went off on him years ago. I thought he was looking, and he said later he was, and that's fine. Looking, is nothing wrong with that. He's alive. But he almost got a brick thrown in his head because he went and looked at somebody. Can you imagine if he did anything further? I'm crazy. So God gave me a man that doesn't do that.
She's on her rant, guys.
No, I mean, look. Everybody is dealt a situation.
Mm-hmm.
And you have to do one of two things. You got to get better, and you got to get stronger.
Sure.
Right?
Sure.
Cheating is the major reason, and it's not cheating. It's what? Lack of communication.
I'm listening.
Am I right or wrong? Honestly, Andrew, we're being real. These people are watching us.
Oh, wow. I mean, you're on your counseling thing, and I'm listening.
Am I correct or incorrect?
Yeah, absolutely.
Andrew?
You are absolutely correct.
You don't know how to communicate. That is one thing you do not, and I'm trying to counsel him on learning how to communicate. I tell him, if he's mad at me, if he's mad at something, talk to me.
Right.
Don't be holding, because this is what he does. This is what I do. My anger is like, what is it like?
A wildfire.
But it is like a wildfire, but what do wildfires do? They sizzle, they dimmer down. No, you're like a smoldering fire.
As long as they don't get enough oxygen.
Andrew, honestly, this is 15 years. This is my heart. Really, honestly.
Okay.
Honestly,
We're serious.
we're serious. They call us Ashford and Simpson.
Okay, we're serious. Okay.
Yeah, I'm just saying. Like, this could be really helpful.
All right, let's be serious now. Okay.
I'm the more serious person in the relationship, obviously.
It depends on the time. She could be very funny and playful, but and
is that something you want to talk to me about?
And I can be pretty serious at times, but
it's
right now I feel like I just want to not be serious and just have a good time.
I'm having a good time, but I just want to know, is communication key in a relationship?
Oh, how can you have a relationship without being able to talk to each other? I mean, what do you just just existing without mouths or ears and eyes? You gotta be able to communicate.
And when is it best? What? This is person called William Williams. He has 2 last names, but it could be a first name
like
as
Billy
well.
D. Williams?
Like Billy D. Williams. Okay. And he's like constantly talking.
He changed his name so he
doesn't
William
have a
D. Williams.
profile picture.
Oh, okay.
And but because we need the views, just let him watch.
Oh, okay.
We need the views and the comments. Thanks. What were we talking about?
I'll take care of it.
Yeah. I said thanks.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Communication is key.
Yeah.
We gotta start writing our shows because I'm tired and I want you to talk, but you're not talking. He's not a talker, y'all.
I'm not a talker. I do a lot of. I think in programming languages, I do a lot of programming. Anyway, but yeah, I feel like people grow apart because they spend more time at their work and everywhere else than they do with their family, and so people grow up and they have experiences apart from them, so they don't know how to relate to them at some point. You have to find out how to relate to that person again like you once did. Yeah, you have to spend more time together. Yeah, I mean, even if you argue, as long as it doesn't become aggressive, you can learn more about that person.
And what do you learn about me through our arguments?
Oh gosh, you can learn a lot from an opponent.
We're no longer opponents, though.
No,
we're on the same.
No, you can
wavelength.
learn a lot from a person, you know, that you are arguing.
Okay,
with.
she's saying they spend too much time together, and I need a little space. Okay, well that's
Why?
what look. I can speak on this because
Okay.
sometimes men can become a little bit. Okay. When you're a good woman, like I'm assuming you are, I know I can be a good woman. I have my good times and bad, but for the most part, I feel I'm a good woman. What makes you a good woman? You're supportive. You take care of your man. You take care of your family. You're ride or die. I've been with him when he had no money. I've been there when he was sick. I fight for him. I'll go off for him. I do what I need to do for him. That makes you a good woman. So what man not going to be up under you? Oh, he going to want to be up under you. He going to make sure that his prize is not being coveted by no one else. Covered means looking, gawking. He protects his woman. He like, who let you cover up? He making sure.
And at the same time,
that his gift.
At the same time, you should be like, who's up in my man's face?
Oh, you know that.
Yeah, who's up in his face? What the hell is he doing? You should be concerned about that. That's basic, right? Isn't that what we were?
Who up in your face, Andrew?
Nobody.
Why?
No. Oh, yeah, because we're around each other.
I'm just...
Mm-hmm. Got that right.
But anyway, he don't want to be up under you, boo. You gonna have to understand that. Get over it. So get you a big house and have your little woman cave to get away from his. That's what I do. I come down, I get online with you guys to spend good time with my online family while he's upstairs playing a game, doing whatever. That's my space. You feel me? We used to be in an apartment the size of an infant child.
We were.
Okay? Back in the day, we used to be, but that's at my worst time. God knows. I was like, I would leave the house. I was famous for that. I'm letting everything out. I'm birthing this situation. It's very therapeutic. Thank you so much for watching and listening. Every time I would get angry, I would get in my car and I would ride and I would leave and I would not announce it to my husband. I would not. I would be like, man, I'm mad. I'm getting out of here. Because my anger was so bad that if I stayed around, I'm messing up stuff. Okay? It's just straight up. That was not good. It was very unhealthy, and it nearly tore apart our relationship because I was so aggressive. What had happened was, we had gotten in a bad argument one day. He was in the bathroom. I was in the. This is in our apartment as a small child. So this was like.
How real can you get, right?
Okay. And I was sitting on her bed because it was an efficiency. It's before we had, any family or anything. It was just me and him. And he aggravated the heck out of me. I took a wooden brush and I threw it. And I don't know how in God's word that the brush cut and sliced his eye and blood just ran out.
She was in the bathroom and I was sitting on the bed.
No, it's the other way around. You were in the bathroom.
No, you were in the bathroom.
Oh, I am dyslexic. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you were in the bathroom. You had the brush. You were in the mirror, probably brushing your hair. And I was sitting on the bed.
I wasn't brushing no hair.
Well,
because I had
the
locks.
brush was in the bathroom.
Uh-huh.
Okay?
Uh-huh.
All right? And next thing you know, the brush came flying
to the bed. He pissed me off. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you.
This was around the time when The Matrix was out, I believe. I don't know. And I thought I was in The Matrix. I thought I was Neo in The Matrix. And I did one of these.
Thank God you did that.
But the brush said, and it just nicked me. It nicked me.
It nicked you, right. But it sliced your eye where
you
needed stitches and blood was pouring out.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, blood was pouring out. I saw his blood come out of his face, and I was like, oh, wow, I'll never do that again. I was really angry. I said, unfortunately, I'm going to have to take this man to the hospital. So we went to the hospital, and the lady said, sir, so what happened? And I was looking at him like, I was so scared, because I felt like this black lady, black power, wanted to get this angry black woman in trouble, okay? And he was such a sweet guy, because at that moment, he could have been like, my wife threw a brush at me, we had an argument, and she was like, well, sir, you can tell me the truth. It's like she knew. It's like she looked at me and could say, this woman's crazy. I know she did this, but you gotta tell me. It's like she was giving him the Jedi mind trick. Like, she was blinking, like, blink once if this woman's crazy. It was one of those situations. And he protected me. And he said, no, I was just, my wife was in a fight, and I was trying to protect her, and I got in the middle of it. But that situation right there told me that I had to control my anger. And that ain't never happened again, did it?
No.
And that situation could have gone one of two ways. He could have left me. He could have called the cops. He could have did anything. And he didn't do that. But we did work out some things. And we basically learned how to communicate. Because he was really aggravating me. And back in the day, if you aggravate me and I'm asking you to be quiet, shut down, leave me alone, and he kept talking, okay, how about this brush hit you, and it wasn't right. He's never hit me. It was not a situation. We were not guffers. It was no Ike and Tina situation. It was just a very passionate argument when we were young and dumb. And God got us over those several humps.
Yes,
Didn't he?
Yes, he
so
did.
we have grown apart, but yet we've come together, because, to be honest, I don't feel like anyone else can really be with me. And I know nobody can be with him, because they can't be with him, because I put work into him. See, I look at him like a project. Like, I put everything this man knows, I gave him. I gave him that swag. I gave him that rock and roll situation. I gave him that hair. I put that hairstyle in. Nobody else can be with. No. And sometimes you just got to think about that. So is it worth it? Like the lady who said she grew apart from her husband. Like, honey, you put time. She said 10 years, right?
10 years.
You put 10 years, honey. That's a long time. That's a long time. That's not 10 months. That's not 10 weeks. That's 10 years. Somebody else gonna benefit everything. Like, that's how I look at him. Like Beyonce. I was feeling that song ringing along. Oh, no. Let me read these comments. At least you know yourself enough to know your wrongs and admit it. Yes. This is not going well. And my husband had been married for over 30 years, and I never ever. Wow. Andrew, your stigmatism is better than mine. Can you read that?
It is. Don't lie to these people. Let's see. Oh, that's a long one. This is not going well. Me and my husband had been married for over 30 years, and I never had trust problems. Mm-hmm. That's not good when you watch him like a hawk. It's too much.
Make him want to look elsewhere. Sounds like you're a big bully to your husband. Come to get her with love and stop being mean. For what I can see, thank God for your husband and treat him with respect each other. I would think something is wrong if he don't glance at someone else. Oh, no.
Oh, wow. I thought this was to help us.
No.
Or to share your story.
If you still there, the eyes are the windows to the soul.
Yeah.
And no, I'm not a bully, but I am a lioness. Look it up. Lioness is very aggressive. The lion sits around and he lays around in his pride all day. Yeah. But if he needs to protect his queen, he will. He will bite a head off. So don't think because he's smooth and he's calm that he's not aggressive and he doesn't protect his wife and his children. He does. But no, a man is not supposed to. In fact, of course, a woman looks. We go around the lake. It's summertime. It's so many men who have their shirts off. You know, women, we only get about 3-4 months out the year to see them, to have the eye candy for women. And I look at him, I look at my husband, we laugh. I was like, let me put my eyes down. Because I have respect for my husband. I don't look elsewhere. I don't need to. I got all of this right here for 15 years. If I want improvement, if I want something else, I say, honey, how about we go out and we work out? I know I'm getting a little fluffy. You a little fluffy. Let's go ahead and do what we need to do to get our bodies right. I was taught by my grandmother to always keep yourself up so your husband will never want to stray. So if he's looking elsewhere, there is a problem. That's like a small crack in a big ship. And like Benjamin Franklin said, a small, what was it?
A small
lake can sink a big
whole
ship. So
yeah, it could be a problem that happened during the marriage or before the marriage. You have to figure out when it happened, and then you guys have to deal with it.
Yeah, and I thank God for my husband. And you're probably seeing 10 minutes of this segment of this show, and a lot of this is what we want you guys to see.
Yeah.
So it's no possible way he can be here with me for 15 years. Actually 16 years, because we've been together since 2002.
Wow.
But we've been married since 2003. So we've been married for 15 years, and it's no possible way that he would be here if he's not happy. And you can tell when people are happy when we understand each other. You only seeing a small segment of us. But no, I do not want my husband to look elsewhere. And him looking elsewhere does not say he's a man. I know he's a man. I know he's not gay. I know he loves women. That's fine. But it seems like he chose me to be in his life for 15 plus years. And I am all he needs, and we claim it. I mean, if you don't claim that, then you're basically saying that it's okay for your man to look elsewhere. Why do you want your man to look elsewhere, and why do you feel like he's not a man if he doesn't? I think that's a little bit of...
At some point, if you're married, the man and the wife have to make a decision, or have made a decision, to just be with that person wholeheartedly. You understand? Like, if you are looking elsewhere, then the decision hasn't been made, or the decision changed.
Since when does a man have to look elsewhere?
Right, yeah.
Really?
I mean, if he does, that means his mind hasn't been made up.
Yeah.
I mean...
Oh, I know what it is.
You understand what I'm
saying? She probably came in a house where she saw men cheating on her mom. See, I didn't grow up around that. I grew up around marriage. I grew up around
a husband and wife.
Wife. Not saying that they never had their problems, but I'm just saying, like, I was taught that a man and a woman, once they marry, that's it, you know. And looking, it's a type of look. Are you supposed to look and stare?
Like, as if you want that person?
No. Yeah. But if they're walking by, you look. But seeing and looking and gawking are all different.
All different things, yeah.
Right? Mm-hmm. So, I don't agree with that. Sorry, never will. And you can call me insecure all you want. I could give a rat's.
Right. I think we can actually go deeper than what they are ready for. Because when you look just through your eyes, you're very superficial. Mm-hmm. I don't know if they will understand what I'm trying to say. Mm-hmm. But when you're married, there's a commitment that is involved. You understand? Like, I don't want to be with anyone else. Mm-hmm. When you are with someone else, it's totally different. It takes a commitment, you understand? Unless you're a different type of person. Mm-hmm. There's so many things involved. Mm-hmm.
All men do not cheat.
Yeah.
The day you teach your daughter that is the day that you tell her it is okay for her to not be loved and be a true queen that she is. You know what I mean? Like, never teach your little girls that all men cheat, because all men do not cheat. Right? Right. All is not true. People are tempted. Everyone's tempted. Jesus was tempted.
Even the Bible says,
it's nothing. Yeah, but to
it's
say
what you do.
Yeah.
It's what your response is to the temptation. That makes you who you are and determines who you are.
Insecure. That's such a harsh word, because everyone's insecure in something. And the reason why you're insecure is, like I said earlier in this little segment, is because you don't know. Insecurity is during there. It's like fear.
Yeah.
So everyone's insecure at something.
You don't feel secure or comfortable. You lack...
Yeah.
I mean, if you look at the word insecure, you're not secure in a situation where if another person is around and you could trust that person.
Right. But I just said, if Tony Braxton, I just said that. I said, if Tony Braxton galloped around in this kitchen right now, butterball naked, on a horse, in a stallion with 5 feet of hair, Andrew would not look.
Look. I will put it to you as simple as I possibly can, guys. I don't think you understand this. I want you to remember this movie. This is like one of our favorite movies, okay? All right. It's an Eddie Murphy movie, right? Right? Okay. And he's about to get married to this woman, and this guy comes out and says, "She's your queen to be." If you guys know that song, you know what I'm talking about, right? Like, I don't know anybody else out in this world, you know, but I know this woman is disease-free, free from infection. What in the easy? No, I know her.
Tell these people out of your own mouth.
Okay, all right.
If Toni Braxton...
If Toni Braxton walks...
No, it's not that she walks.
Okay.
Okay? I'm asking you. Tell these people the truth.
Okay, all right.
If Toni Braxton came through this kitchen galloping on the most whitest horse with the prettiest hair,
on a white
and
horse,
her hair was 5 feet long,
wow,
and she just had fresh implants, and they're just bouncing like nobody's business, you would not look, would you?
No.
And I want you to say it just like that. I want that to come out of your mouth yourself.
Okay.
Just in case somebody's just tuning into this show. I want you to be truthful.
Yeah,
I want you to say the exact same sentence and let them know that it doesn't matter. Go ahead.
It doesn't
I want to
matter.
hear you. We're all listening. Go ahead.
You're a trip.
Honestly, Andrew, say it because it's true.
What?
You know it's true. You know.
Now,
go ahead. I just want to hear you say it.
Yeah.
Go ahead. I want to.
Okay. Right.
Go ahead.
Right. Okay. So you want me to say if Toni Braxton galloped on a white horse, right?
The horse is white, like beautiful hair,
and
big huge stallion, and she's on top, butterball naked, fresh implants, 10 feet of hair.
Fresh implants.
Fresh implants, but they just healed.
Oh wow.
They're just healed. Yeah.
Healed. All right.
Just say it.
What do you want me to say?
I want you to tell them the truth.
Okay.
I want you to tell them that I'm gonna make this worse on you if you don't answer this. If Toni Braxton and Tamar Braxton was on the darn horse, see you drinking. And this is exactly what he would do.
Vinegar in this.
This is exactly what he would do. He would laugh. He would look down. He would be shy. Tell him the truth. Go ahead. I'm listening. We're all watching Andrew. And it's Toni Braxton now because she still looks good.
Oh yeah.
It's not even the Toni Braxton in the 90s.
I wasn't thinking about a flashback. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I mean that's not the
I'm
picture
just
that
saying,
you were giving me.
She still looks good at 50.
Yeah,
So if 50-year-old Toni Braxton, come on, give it to him. I want you to say it with the straightest face.
Okay.
Because I believe it. I really do. Because that's how much I trust you.
Yes.
I do. Oh. So just tell him that if Toni Braxton came in here, I'm not ending this video till you do this because I need them to understand the man that I have and the trust that I have in you.
Are we being serious?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
If Toni Braxton galloped through this kitchen right now, butterball naked, on the whitest horse, the horse has the beautifulest horse. Hair. Okay, and she has 10 feet of hair,
mane is long.
and she just has fresh implants.
Yes.
But they healed,
and
they're galloping through here like 10 miles an hour.